Hello, good evening. My name is Rokli Kiran Ashok from Ahmednagar. Today's date is 23 July 2021. Our today's Viva topic is methods of multithreading. So we are going to thread before multithreading. We have discussed about the thread. What is thread? Thread is a subprogram and it is independent. We have created the thread in two ways. Suppose firstly thread class and second runnable interface. So we have discussed about the thread class. Thread class includes various methods like run methods, various types of methods, and constructor are including in thread. And second of one, runnable interface. Runnable interface including only run methods. So we have executed the program by using thread class and runnable interface. So in these two ways, is as compared to two ways, is better way is to execution the problem is runnable interface. So and then what is the multi-threading? Uh, Multi-threading means we have create the suppose we have created the program in long program to some divide the some programs uh, some programs and it can be implemented easily through multi-threading. It can implemented easily to multi-threading and your program increase the speed by using multi-threading. And then multitasking. What is mean by multitasking? There are two types of multitasking: process-based multitasking and thread-based multitasking. So what is the difference between thread-based and process-based multitasking? So first of all, we have discussed about the process-based multitasking. So process-based multitasking is required to more space as compared to thread class thread thread process. So and thread based multitasking is as compared to thread as compared to process based is required to less space. And second upon it is a memory it is memory allocated to space memory allocated space in own memory at that in that it include in include to process base, and the thread base is not own memory including its space required and its space is shared to others. And then third of one, process base improvement is a implementation is improved. Implementation is expensive at that time. And then thread based implementation is as compared to the process based is cheap. And then what is the benefits of multi-threading? So we have discussed about the benefits of multi-threading. Suppose we have worked to specific task in our company. So we have specific tasks. We are working in your specific task, and then we have opened the second tab as parallel time. So it is the most benefits your projects and our your second tab open. Suppose we are singing a song at that time at starting the your work and your task and specific task, and then second tab is singing a song. So at a time you are working you at a time in work our program and second task. So it is the use of multi-threading. So second upon, suppose and benefits means it is a improve the application, and improve the application by using multi-threading is easily to your programming as well as in Java. And then there are various types of methods in multi-threading. So we have discussed about the multi-threading methods such as run methods, yield method, daemon thread method. There are various types of methods. So we have briefly discussed about this method. So first of all, sleep method. Sleep method is a main method in multi-threading. So we have discussed about the sleep method. Suppose sleep method means we have creating the class, and class name is test. So we have create the run method, and in between SOP, suppose we have SOP and input the value. Suppose create a input thread, and create thread plus I is we are using the for loop, and you're using the for loop, and output is provided to suppose for int I is equal to 0, I is less than 5, I plus plus. So as we have create the 5 iteration as include in 0. So our output is provided to 0 1 2 3 4. And then we have after the SOP statement, we have suppose create the sleep method. So thread or sleep, in that thread or sleep, and we have put the specific time limits. Suppose we have put the 1000 millisecond. So we have output provided to sleep method. We have suppose we have output firstly 0, and then stop for specific time. Suppose we have time is put in sleep method 1000 millisecond, and that time in and that and that and executed to 0 to 4 at as using time limit. In this case, it is the sleep method. So second upon yield method. Yield method means we have using yield method. Suppose we have to create the two classes, two threads. Suppose thread 1 extend to suppose we have create the two threads. Suppose we have create the first thread and to extend to another thread. So we have create the thread, and we have create the run method, and in between SOP statement. Suppose your city is Ahmednagar, and the second thread your city is Pune. So we have using a thread yield thread method. Suppose we are using the yield thread method upper to Ahmednagar city. So at output is provided to Ahmednagar city is lastly executed, and Pune city is upper side executed. Why upper side executed? So we have create the main method, and call the object. Suppose we have create the thread 1 object. So thread 1 thread t is equal to new thread 1 in this and then to start the thread and to execute the program. So we have not start the thread firstly. So we have write the value of yield after start method. So in that time exception occurs, interrupted exception occurs in that time. So we have mostly using firstly start the thread and to then write the your yield method. So it is all over about the yield method. So next upon daemon thread method. So we have used the daemon thread method. Daemon thread method is mostly working in mostly working in background area to another thread. So daemon thread is a main method of multi-threading. So we have suppose we have create the class. Suppose the class name is class test, and then you are create the run method, and in between SOP statement is your daemon thread. So daemon thread we have create the set daemon thread, and its runtime and its return type is boolean. So we have set the daemon thread. Your output and your value is only true and false. So it is all over about the daemon thread. And next upon priority thread methods. So we have used the priority thread method. Priority thread method is mostly used in multi-threading. So we have priority set priority means Java inbuilt in set priorities like max priorities. mean priorities means it is 1, and the norm priority it is 5, and max priority it is 10. So we have not using other priorities because there are many types of priorities. Suppose maximum priorities, minimum priorities, maximum priorities, minimum priorities, it is not supported in Java, so it is ignored to as compared to max priorities, mean priorities, and norm priorities. So there, suppose we have created the class and run method in between SOP. Suppose we have created the class, and suppose we have set the priorities. Suppose we have set the priorities, suppose 10. So 10 priorities is a maximum priorities to the multi-threading. And then we have, suppose we have creating the 0, we are creating and set the priority. Suppose 0, I is suppose 0, and it is, so suppose we have created the set the 0 and 20. So it, in that time exception occurs. So it is not, so it is a specific value and specific limit to in inbuilt in Java to priorities in thread. So we have explained the example for this priorities. So suppose we are going to going to shopping. So suppose we are going to creating the sorry we have so next upon yield method, sorry, next upon join method. So we have the to use to join method in multi-threading. Suppose we are creating the one thread and two threads, thread 1 and thread 2. So suppose we have thread 1 and thread 2, and we have create the run method, and that time suppose we have and then next we have create the main method. Suppose main thread public run method, we have suppose we have call the object your public method in that main method. Suppose object is test1. Suppose test1 t is equal to new test1. So and that time, and then next to start the thread, and then start the thread and to join the two threads. So why to join the two threads is easily possible. So we have created the suppose we have explained about the join method. An example, suppose we are going to create a new license. So in that license process there are three types of process. Suppose we have firstly medical, and then test drive, and then officer signature, etc. So we have start the firstly we start the we have start the medical process. So at that time next so second thread, suppose T1 T2 is a T2 is a test drive thread. So it is a waiting to waiting at that time before T1 thread is T1 thread task is complete or not. It is seen and it is waiting, and then T1 thread to complete the work, and then T2 thread to join the thread. In that case, in that case, the two thread join the easily due to first thread complete the task and then join to second thread. So it is all over about the multi-threading and its methods. So thank you so much.
क्लिक करा जी